Musician Darren Nicholson says it's time to move on from the highly successful mountain bluegrass band Balsam Range.
He's starting a solo career next year, but as News 13's Rex Hodge reports, you have a chance to catch him one last time with the band this weekend.
Founding member Darren Nicholson says it was a humble beginning for Balsam Range, the concept starting in his Canton home.
We just wanted to kind of, play some shows and have fun. And
he and bandmates Buddy Melton, Tim Surratt, Mark Pruitt, and Caleb Smith went on to hit the heights.
15 years later, there's like 11 IBMA awards and 40 #1 songs plus and 13 albums and the Grand Ole Opry, and just been a incredible ride.
A ride, Nicholson says, that produced songs like Grit and Grace, meant to help folks through thick and thin, from cancer to divorce, and notably the flood not long ago, hitting Canton and surroundings hard.
It's pushing through and hope and inspiration. That's what that song talks about. To me, that's the legacy of Balsam Range, and I'm really, really grateful for that.
Nicholson now ready to strum his way forward on his own, a decision partially born from the pandemic, which shut down performances, allowing more writing time, and from a very personal journey, 2.5 years now beating an alcohol addiction.
I've kind of had this rebirth and been given a second chance to do what I think, what makes me the happiest, and I just want to share that.
We want him to do well, and I like what he's doing.
For Tim Surratt, it's a bittersweet time. The Balsam Range Art of Music Festival at Lake Junaluska having 3 nights to send Nicholson on his solo journey.
We're going to have fun and reminisce and laugh and give him a good send-off, basically.
A December 1st kickoff concert at Shackford Hall, to be followed by the Friday and Saturday shows at a bigger venue. These last Balsam Range concerts with Darren Nicholson will take place at Lake Junaluska's Stewart Auditorium. The place is expected to be packed. Balsam Range will continue as a quartet, in time adding a 5th member. Nicholson always welcomed back as a guest, but ready to give it a go on his own.
Just wanting to pursue just my best life, and we only get one trip around the sun.
At Lake Junaluska, Rex Hodge, News 13.
Get out of there!
The first time we met, it was, I could see Chris was a person that had a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, full of life, but certainly hurting a good deal.
For thousands of North Carolinians currently battling cancer, the path to recovery is long and hard.
And one mountain real estate agent is dedicating his time to help patients. News 13's Samir Nefsi shares what makes his bond with patients so unique.
Can I get you a warm blanket?
For the past 4 months, Chris Smith has greeted cancer patients at Pardee Hospital.
Feels pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah. It makes me feel good, for sure, to be able to come in, sitting down and talking with them. A lot of people are in here by themselves, and it's tough because your treatments will last 3-4 hours at times.
From the nurses to the doctors and patients.
All right, you're welcome. All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All thankful to have him around.
Well, I was a patient, much like a lot of volunteers here, actually.
In 2019, the husband and father of 3 was diagnosed with testicular cancer.
They told me I only had a 20% chance, and here I am. Better than 0, and that's what I told him when he told me. So I said, it's better than 0, so let's go.
Smith would undergo more than 24 rounds of chemotherapy, however, never losing track of his larger-than-life personality. Along the way, those 3 boys and wife keeping him motivated.
I'd like to see them have kids, so, and I enjoy living, so that's really what it is.
Smith now volunteers twice a month at the very location he sought treatment.
Just decided to kind of give back to the people who helped me.
His optimism helping others battling cancer.
Feels good, actually. It's nice to walk up and down and, understand that everybody's in a different place and you handle it differently.
I always gain a lot of inspiration and courage from my patients, and I think that is I get that every time I talk to Chris.
The 42-year-old using his life experience to help guide others during a challenging experience.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that's huge. He has the ability to understand what it's going to be like the minute you walk into this building.
It's just being grateful to be alive and to be able to share my story with people, and again, just hopefully provide them a sense of hope.
Smith is now in remission, and check this out. His employer, Modern Mountain Real Estate, has started a yearly fundraiser golf tournament where all the proceeds raised benefit cancer patients.
The holiday shopping season is in full swing, with a lot of it happening online. Local law enforcement is warning about people waiting to raid your packages once they're delivered.
News 13's Taylor Thompson talked with the Buncombe County Sheriff's Office about a new tool to help keep your packages safe.
Says to avoid becoming a victim of porch piracy this holiday season.
There's actually people that follow these delivery trucks around, see when they're delivering, and then right after the truck drops them off on the front porch, they're out of their car, up on the porch, and taking the packages.
Sergeant LaCroix says there was an increase in porch pirates last year, and that while they haven't seen the same numbers yet, they're trying to be proactive.
It's a good thing to have tracking put on your packages so you know when they're going to be delivered. It's a good idea to have them delivered to your neighbors or someone that's going to be home, and even have your packages delivered to your workplace.
Asheville police are investigating after home surveillance video showed a man taking a package from a porch in West Asheville last month. While law enforcement sees porch piracy all through the city and county, there are targeted areas.
The more rural areas, we're seeing more of this because you're not in a neighborhood setting that you have neighbors that are watching out for one another.
There's a specific security method that they see as the most helpful.
I think the Ring doorbell cameras are a great way of keeping, if you are a victim of, porch piracy, it gives us as law enforcement a better chance of seeing who these people are.
During last year's uptick, Sergeant LaCroix says they were able to identify more suspects through Ring cameras. Now, in addition to the Ring camera, Buncombe County is also connected with the Ring Neighbors app.
If, for instance, if someone gets a package taken off their front porch, the owner of the camera then has the ability, if they want to share that to local law enforcement or the neighbors, they can do that.
They're hopeful many residents will take advantage of the app.
It's just a nice way to help be more secure in the neighborhoods.
For more information on how to keep you and your packages safe, you can head over to our website at WLOS.com.